Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into how to make an incredible impression in an interview. We're going to take 10 simple, straightforward tips and transform them into a powerful strategy that'll help you get hired. So let's get right to it. So think about this for a second. How do you actually win an interview before you even say one word? It's a great question, right? Because the truth is, the interview, well, it starts way before you sit down in that chair. It's all about the prep work, the groundwork, and creating that first impression that just speaks for itself. Let's break down exactly how you can do that. And that brings us to our first part, the foundation. This is all that crucial behind the scenes stuff. It's the kind of work that really separates a good candidate from a great one, the one they can't forget. Seriously, what you do before you even step out the door, that's what sets the whole stage. Okay, first things first, preparation. And I'm not just talking about having a few answers ready so you don't have any awkward pauses. No, this is way bigger than that. This is about building real, solid confidence. Honestly, this is the bedrock of your entire interview strategy. So, why is this so important? Well, when you really research a company, their mission, what they've been up to lately, you're not just memorizing stuff, you're actually learning to speak their language. And when you can do that, you can tailor your answers, frame your experience, and show them that you're the solution to their problems. It shows you're not just looking for a job, you're looking for this specific job. All right, the second piece of the prep puzzle is your CV. You got to think of this thing as your personal trailer, your highlight reel. I mean, it's what got you the interview in the first place, right? So now you have to be ready to back it up. Having a CV that's totally up to date with the zero typos, that screams attention to detail. And, actually bringing a nice, clean copy with you, it's a small thing, but it shows you're prepared. And most importantly, you have to be ready to talk about every single point on there. Not just read it, but bring it to life with a real story or a solid example. Okay, so you've done the homework, your foundation is solid. Now it's game day. Let's talk about the arrival. This is where all those tiny little details, they can make a huge, huge difference. So let's start with how you look. Dressing smart. Look, this has nothing to do with being vain. It's all about sending a message. It's a nonverbal way of saying, I respect this company, I respect you, and I respect this opportunity. Think about it. Your outfit is literally the first piece of information the interviewer gets about you. Before you've even opened your mouth, you've communicated something about your professionalism. Plus, there's a bonus. When you know you look good, you feel more confident. And trust me, that confidence, it's something they can feel too. Next up, a big one. Punctuality. Being on time is more than just good manners. It's a silent signal that you're reliable, you're organized, and you value their time just as much as you value your own. And here's the magic number, 10 to 15 minutes early. That's the sweet spot. It gives you just enough time to find the place, take a deep breath, maybe glance at your notes one last time, and walk in feeling calm and collected. Show up any earlier, and you might be a little awkward for them. Any later, well, that just looks disorganized. Okay, and one last thing right before you walk through that door. Your phone. I don't mean on silence. I don't mean on vibrate. I mean completely off. It's the only way to guarantee zero distractions. It sends a really powerful message that for this block of time, they have your 100% undivided attention. All right, deep breath. This is the moment. You're walking in, you're about to meet them, and the next 30 seconds, they are absolutely critical. This is where you create that instant positive connection that sets the tone for everything else. It all starts with the handshake. Make it firm, make it confident, not a bone crusher, but definitely not a limp fish either. It's the first signal of professionalism. And right away, pair that handshake with a real smile. A smile just makes you seem warm, approachable. It helps everyone in the room relax, including you. And finally, complete that power trio with your body language. Sit up tall, make good eye contact, maybe lean in just a little. These three things together just scream, I'm confident, I'm engaged, and I'm ready to go. And there you have it. In literally less than half a minute, your handshake, your smile, and your posture have set this amazing, positive tone for the whole conversation. You've already built rapport and credibility, and they haven't even asked you a single question yet. So, that first impression? Nailed it. Now we need to keep that momentum going through the actual conversation. This is your chance to really show them you're the one by being actively engaged. Here's the tip. Take notes. And it's not really about remembering every little thing. It's a visual cue. It's a sign of respect. It physically shows the interviewer that you're listening intently and that you value what they have to say. It brings a level of seriousness and focus to the chat. And that brings us to our last tip, number 10. Ask questions. This is so important. This is where you shift the dynamic. Remember, an interview isn't an interrogation, it's a conversation. And the questions you ask can be just as important, sometimes more important, than the answers you give. So, what will your questions say about you? I mean, any decent question shows you did some research, but a great question, something like, what does success look like in this role in the first 90 days? That shows you're not just interested. It shows you're insightful, you're thinking about the future, and you're already imagining how you can contribute. All right, so we've covered the whole journey, haven't we? From that focused prep work you do at home, all the way to that dynamic back and forth in the interview itself. Let's wrap this up and pull everything together. So here's the game plan, broken down into 4 simple steps. Step 1, prepare. Do your research. Polish that CV. Step 2, arrive. Dress the part. Get there a little early. Turn that phone off. Step 3, connect. That handshake, that smile, that confident body language, nail those first 30 seconds. And finally, step 4, engage. Take some notes. Ask smart questions. See how each one builds on the last? It's a complete package. Look, at the end of the day, these tips aren't just a checklist for passing an interview. They're about presenting the absolute best version of yourself, someone who's prepared, professional, and genuinely engaged. You've got the tools now to make a fantastic first impression. So the only question left is, what are you going to do to make it a lasting one?